Hi everyone! Today we are going to learn to make some spiced vegetable fritters. A yummy, tasty and healthy thing for lunch or dinner or any time really. Here we go, here's the cooking team. Awesome! So who is ready to do a bit of cooking today? I know you guys have made corn fritters like 1,000 times. Who's made sweet corn fritters before? Hands up. Yeah, we've all made them, right? Or Suzanne's made them, we all know how to make those. So this is like an upgrade, and like if you want to add a few more vegetables and make them a little bit more exciting than just the old plain sweet corn fritter. So we're going to make some spiced vegetable fritters. So we do still put in some corn, but it's not going to be just corn. So we're going to have some carrots in there, we're going to have some capsicum in there, we're going to have some onion, some garlic, some fresh herbs and some spices and stuff. So we're going to jazz it up a wee bit, make it a little bit more tasty. So to start off with, we are going to chop up the onion. Now who likes cutting up onions and getting crying into their food when they cut the onions up? No. Not very fun, is it? So we're going to use a red onion, which are my favourite. Who likes red onions?
Okay.
Do you guys like the red ones? Yeah. Yeah, I like them. I think they're a little bit, I don't know, they're just a bit tastier actually. So we're going to
picks the onion out of everything.
Oh, do you? I used to do that.
Actually, don't like.
You don't like onions? It's quite spicy, I think. Maybe that's why. What don't you like about them?
I think.
Oh, the texture.
Slime.
The slime thing. Yeah, that used to be me when I was a kid. I would pick the onion out of everything, and my dad said I should be a surgeon when I get older because I was so good at dissecting all my food. Let's see how long it takes before I start crying, eh? Hopefully not too long.
Oh, don't cry.
Don't cry. Oh no, it's so sad cutting the onions.
I'll tell you what, got off.
The people we got, what are your hot tips for not getting your eyes watering? Does anyone have any hot tips? No? I'm going to put this into the frying pan here.
Okay.
We're going to put some garlic in. Who likes garlic? Yes, Rebecca likes garlic. Garlic. Who likes a good garlic bread? Yes, Rebecca, Tyra, Carol likes garlic bread. So we're going to cut this up into little bits. Garlic kind of goes in most things, doesn't it? Like most of your savoury dishes will have a bit of garlic or a bit of onion in there. Right. There we go. That'll be good enough. How's that looking? Chopped up nicely? Alright, I'm putting it in. That'll do then. We'll just shove that in there. Nice. And we're going to get this mouse out of the way because I don't think I need to cook with a mouse. I don't think I need that. So let's get that.
Yeah.
And we get our frying pan going. So we've chucked a bit of oil in there and we're just going to cook that up a wee bit. Hope we don't set the fire alarms off with, you know, the hot. So we're going to give this a bit of a fry. And also in here we're going to add a few spices. That's sizzling away quite nicely. And this is where the spiced bit comes in. Now we're going to use some of this. Cumin, who's used this before? Yeah, it's a nice spice, really yummy. So we're going to add about a teaspoon of that. But because I like so much, I'm going to put heaps in because it's really yum. So we're going to chuck that in there. We are going to add some smoked paprika. Yum. And we're going to put about a teaspoon of that in, but I like lots, so I'm just putting extra in, you know, just... So we're trying to follow the recipe, but we sort of, you know, how it is. You go, oh yeah, I'll follow the recipe, and then you think, oh, I'm going to make a few adjustments to that. So Now the other thing I have discovered is, you know how I don't really eat meat, Carol?
Yeah.
Well, I've discovered that the meat eaters have been hiding a little secret, you see. They've been hiding all these amazing spice rubs that they put on. Well, this is supposed to be to go on like meat. And I've discovered that this stuff is actually really nice on vegetables. So I just chuck it on anything. If I'm going to roast some veggies, I get out the meat rubs that Russell's using for his steaks, and I put them in my stuff. So we're going to add some of that in there as well. It's not part of the recipe, but we're going to throw some of that in because I really like that. Oh, it's smelling nice at my house. Look at that. I think that's looking about done. We've got everything kind of cooked up in there. The spices are smelling yum, and the onion and the garlic is a little bit soft now. So we're going to put that there and let's turn this off for a bit while we get on with the next step. So we're going to get on to doing some veggies. In with our vegetables, we've got our carrots, and we're going to grate these up. This is also a delicious vegetable. I love it, and it's always quite cheap at the supermarket. So we're going to grate 3 carrots. Right, that's 1. So we're just chopping up the capsicum, and I think we're going to cut it into kind of pieces like this so it will cook a bit faster. So we've got 1 whole capsicum that's going in there into the mix. Gosh, there's a lot of carrot in there, very carrot heavy, look at this. And we're going to put in our herbs, chopped herbs. So the basil's getting a bit eaten to death in my house. Have you guys got any herbs in your gardens? I've got some basil, but I keep eating it because it's my favourite. So we're getting some basil in there. Yum! And what else have we got? We've got eggs, we've got to put some milk in, we've got the corn, so we're going to throw that in there as well. Right, that's the corn in there. There we are. What's that?
We made zucchini fritters last night.
Ooh, I love
didn't realise you were doing this, and they didn't have milk in them.
Oh!
Which I thought was quite good if you've got lactose intolerant.
Yeah, that is quite good.
Yeah, because they're really moist.
Oh yeah, I do like a zucchini. I've been making, the other fritters I've been making is zucchini and halloumi fritters.
Oh, I put feta in them.
Oh.
I had feta in the fridge.
Yum! So I've got milk powder here because it's what I cook with sometimes. So that's why it looks a bit funny. But this is going to be our milk. That's 1/4 cup of milk in there. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, we're going to put 2 eggs in. And we'll try not to put all the shells in because that's gross, isn't it? We have a crunchy fritter. We don't want that. The old crunchy crunch ones are like, ugh. You take 1 bite and you're like, I feel like I've eaten sand. So we're going to mix this together. Been to the beach picnic. And then all of our lovely herbs and things, we're going to, all our spices and onion and stuff, that's all just going to go in here as well. So that's thrown in there, that's the flavour. And then we're going to pour in our eggs and milk. And we're going to give this a big stir. And there's going to be a little bit of flour in here as well, some self-raising flour to just kind of hold it all together. Because otherwise the whole thing's just going to be a big slop. Now the other thing I have done with this recipe is I've actually just thrown this recipe into a baking dish and baked it in the oven with cheese on top as a quiche. So if you can't be bothered with the fritter thing and you just want to throw it in the oven, you can actually do that with this recipe. It's quite flexible. Here we go, that is all mixed up. Nice and colourful, isn't it? And then we've got our flour, so we've got 1/2 cup of self-raising flour, and I've just gone a bit wild and I've got buckwheat flour. Oh, what's that? Who's had buckwheat flour before? You just use normal flour. Some buckwheat flour and a little bit of rice flour because I've got some that needs using up. And this is going to come together nicely. And that is the mix ready to start cooking. Yum! Smells good. So I'm going to put a bit of oil in here. How's cocktail hour? Have you guys got cocktail hour at the moment?
Yes, yeah, we've been having cocktails and when is cocktail? Is it after shower? Yeah. And
That
yeah, when
sounds-
I'm fancy, there's amazing nails.
Right, let's see if these are ready to flip.
Try them like that.
Might be a bit different using a little gas cooker. I'm not sure how. Normally I do these on the stove top, so we'll see. We'll see if it flips. Oh yeah, flipped. I think it's a little hot. Okay, there we go. That's looking all right, isn't it? Looking cooked.
Yeah. They're looking lovely.
They're looking nice, aren't
What
they?
time's lunch?
Oh, lunch will be 12 o'clock, so I'm gonna be well
Shall
organised.
we? Shall we pop around here?
Hop around for a fritter.
Carol, you're close by. We can pop round too.
Yeah, you guys, you're all close by actually. We could all have a little picnic, couldn't we? Before his birthday, my mum, she's a baker, like you, Rebecca, and she bakes, she will often bake things and put them in a tin because she lives in the South Island and will post them up.
Okay.
So she posted him a tin of chocolate brownies.
Oh.
So yum. And well, Russell's out at work and I'm working from home doing all the
Yeah.
internet stuff for Ranfurly. And so the chocolate brownies just in the kitchen over there. And Russell's not home. So a few pieces of Russell's chocolate brownie have gone missing. That'll teach him. Oh, maybe there just weren't as many pieces of brownie in there as you thought. So look at those. They are looking delicious. Very nice. And really easy and tasty. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this cooking video and have a go at making it yourself. It's really simple, really easy. You can probably add some different vegetables in as well. If you've got some zucchini, you could mix it in with the carrot. Just depends on what you've got. And have fun making some yummy spiced vegetable fritters. And I'll put the recipe in the description for anyone who wants to have a go. I better say goodbye. I'm going to go off and finish cooking my fritters and eat them. Have a lovely afternoon. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye.